All right, folks, welcome to the third and final draft of the day. Fall of the Imposter. Put a persona up to one target creature, exile a creature with the greatest power among creatures target opponent controls. Interesting. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be better than Demon Bolt, but it's not a bad card. Not a bad card. Gracias. Yeah, we're definitely first speaking. I played this saga earlier and it was very cool. Yeah, it looks cool. It's an uncommon one, which is interesting. What else are we? This card has been pretty good. I have liked this one. Just paying 2 mana for this effect seems fine. This is the Nuts in Snow decks. The Hawk has been kind of disappointing in my experience so far. I've not been particularly loving this card. This one, my opponents have played multiple times against me and I've beaten it every time, so I'm not too keen on it. Yeah, so it's just very easy Demon Bolt. Alright, are we doing black-red again? You may sacrifice a creature. When you do, deals 3 damage to any target. Each player discards a card. Turn like a creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. You put a +1%. It gains haste at the end of turn. So you sack a dude for a bolt. Both discard and then you get something. Not sure I'm ready to do that. I think I'd rather just take the Firewalker here. What else are we passing? When it enters the battlefield, you may exile a creature from your graveyard. You return artifact and summon from your graveyard to your hand. This could potentially be pretty good if you have the deck for it. Oh, this card has been solid. I was surprised by this one in an equipment deck. So TG Planning kind of sucks. I think we're going for the Firewalker. Runed Crown is interesting in this kind of deck, but you need to have your runes, otherwise it doesn't do too much. And we don't know what we're in just yet, so well, this guy's pretty solid. Yeah, there's also the black removal, but I think that I'd rather like stay on color. We kind of potentially got a little bit... I don't know if we got a little bit punished or we got a little bit rewarded. Because we would have to feed the Serpents, but like Flametongue Cabo has felt pretty good. And if you have a Berserkers deck, like Cabo was insane in the previous draft that we did. The only other card that I'm really considering here is Feed the Serpent. This card was actually legit. I was playing it in a draft earlier on Arena, and this card was actually not bad. I was surprised by it. Yeah, let's get the Flametongue Cabo. What now? What do we got here? We don't have a second color just yet, so we can... This card actually impressed me a little bit. Not only it's able to trigger your play 2 spells creatures, your play 2 spells cards, but it's also pretty solid at doing the allowing your creatures to attack, and it combos really well with the black 2-drop. So I don't know if I should be picking it this highly, but I did like this card a lot. Yeah, this being a giant is huge for sure. I see no blue cards, like no blue cards are flowing, so I think it's between this, but I don't think I want... I'm just gonna go with the Helm. The Rune of Might is the other card that I'm considering here, but okay, so we have... I mean, I guess this is a red card, but it's not that great. Do you think red is strong? I have no idea. This is my third draft that I'm doing. We can go black again. With what I have going on, this seems like the best card. And I think that this is enough better than this that I'm willing to kind of pay to see, basically. What do we got here? Just a medium yet playable 3-drop. Though 3-drops is what we have the most of, so... Also, I passed 2 of the black removal spells, so it's not very likely that black is open from our left. This one is kind of interesting. Guess I'm gonna go with the Berserker. Definitely a bunch of options here. Well, rewarded, I guess. Well, actually, if we find enough Berserkers, this card can be kind of nuts. I mean, I kind of have to go with the Saga, right? Yeah. Yeah, let's go with the Saga. This is gonna be more of a mid-range kind of deck, I guess. Instead of the super aggro version that we drafted earlier. Berserker's nice, Berserker's nice, and this is... this is more of an elves card. Not too much into it. This is fine sacrifice fodder, actually. Is that better or worse than this as sacrifice fodder? The Firewalker has been very good in my testing, though, in what I've seen so far of the format. So let's go with that. Mob is just medium, but I think we have so many better 3-drops. So let's get this. Am I joining the Resistance? Not really, but this format is kind of great for what I've seen so far, John. So I'm trying it out. We're not 100% yet to be playing black-red, I guess. This doesn't get back sagas, right? No. Okay, let's get this anyway. Season equipment's not very good. Let's get, I guess let's get this for signaling purposes, I guess. But I'm hoping to not have to play it. This is actually good. Like, if we need to find like some extra sacrifice outlets, if we are doing the black-red sacrifice thing. Become a draft maestro with me? Okay, sounds good. I'm into it. This card has been very impressive. Probably more likely that we play white than we play blue, though. Okay. Not a great pack one. Definitely not a great pack one. And I don't expect to see very many black cards again here. Wait, is this money? Let's do the money check real quick. It is 7 tickets, so I guess we're picking this. Are there any good cards besides that for our colors? Way Down is potentially pretty good for us. Way Down is potentially pretty good for us with the sacrifice theme. Also, Rise of the Dreadman, Marn, Man, whatever, seems not bad either. We can set up like a situation where you foretell this, and then you play this, and then you do a bunch of nonsense. But $7 is $7. This box sucks. There's nothing for us here. Yeah, very disappointing pack. I guess we still don't know whether we are playing black just yet. Although the shackles kind of they pull me in that direction. Is it possible that we're playing white? Our white cards are not very good. And I guess this at least is a Berserker. Okay. Okay, we're gonna find our first train wreck draft, I guess. Each other creature has a base power 0 and it has at the beginning of your upkeep you lose 1 life unless you sacrifice this creature. So it's basically kind of a bad 2-mana removal spell, but I guess it's a 2-mana removal spell. Nothing else in this pack excites me for what we're doing. Reckless Crew. Create X2-1 Berserkers tokens works the number of vehicles you control plus the number of equipment you control. Each of those tokens you match up an equipment you control to it. That seems really tough to make work. What do we got? We have 1 equipment, 2 equipment. Wait, can we actually make it work? Not really. Yeah, this definitely doesn't work. So I guess the best card for us is Village Rites. Ugh. Gross. Is this money? I think this card is going to be very good in standard, though. But I guess that in MTGO, like standard sets, like standard cards are not particularly expensive because nobody plays standard. But like this seems like a shoe-in into the full decks. Where are my 2-drops? Can we shift into green? What if we shift into green? Like, I'm probably not playing another one of those equipment, so let's experiment with this. Wait. Okay, so I guess we're doing white. Because this card is kind of busted. Showdown of the Skulls. Yeah, this saga is ridiculous. So I guess we're doing that. Yeah, this is not coming together, folks. This is not coming together, so I'm gonna really try to splash this. Fearless Pup. It's not great with everything that we got going on. But it is, I guess it is a card that we're playing. Yeah, my other black cards, like the Helm is good. And we have like Village Rites going with Shackles, with Vicious Return. So there's like a very mild sacrifice thing going on that we have there, but it's not particularly strong. Also, this card is... Both of these cards are busted. Like, green is super, super open. Ugh, I'm bracing for disaster here. Bracing for disaster. I mean, it's not a surprise, right? Like, we knew that this was going to happen. I was expecting to get basically no black cards coming from the left side when we passed the Vicious Return and we passed 2 of the black removal. Like the black 4 mana removal. So, it's not a surprise that, you know, things are kind of going terrible, but it kind of is what it is. What does the land do? You socialize for an hour on equipment and you reveal it and you put it into your hand. Really? You put it into your hand? You couldn't put it into play. This is so bad. Okay. What are we doing here? Magda. How many dwarves do we got going on? Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a land that we wish we had access to. I think we go for Magda here, right? Hope to wheel this. Or this. Or this. Although I guess this one's not very good. This is not gonna wheel. But that's fine. Yeah, I think that I wanna mag that because it just makes my mana so much better. Ooh, damn. Are we doing this? I mean, we did get the Reckless Crew. We don't have equipment. We do have equipment though. It kind of feels like we're in a bad spot, so this... I guess that we might be able to wheel this, so we can take this Berserker here. No, I think we go for the Forge Master. Yellow, I guess. We did find the Berserker or the Dwarf. Another Dwarf seems a lot more exciting now that we have this guy and that we have Magda. Maybe we can make this work. Yeah, exactly. So we may be able to make this work. Like, this draft is not going great. Like, not a secret. Feels like I'm taking this guy here, right? And we're really, like, switching the script. And we are going on white. Seize the spoils is nice with Magda. Yeah, I think that we're gonna be picking another helm. Nah, I'm gonna pick that guy. Yeah, I think that we're just we just pivot here. I think we just pivot here and we're just red white. Then we have the busted saga. This might actually just work. You return this now works super well with the saga. We can get it back. This makes the enchantments cost less. Huh. We might be able to salvage this. We don't have that much removal, which is a big deal. Seize the spoils kind of looks okay. I still don't think this is gonna work out though. We don't have any vehicles and we have like one equipment. Yeah, this is what I was thinking of. This actually works with the Forge Master. And this is a pretty great pickup for us right now. The longboat is not bad, but like this Valkyrie's Ward is kind of a godsend here. It's super expensive. Maybe actually it's not that great. What is it? 7 mana to get a 4/4 and creature gets +2/+1. I mean, it is an equipment though. Yeah, okay, I'm picking that. We can get another Helm or another Dwarf. I kind of like this Dwarf. We have 2 equipments right now. Probably not playing this. We might have to, but hopefully we don't have to. I think I'm gonna go with the Helm here. Rune of Speed is kind of huge, right? We have the Druid Crown too. Wait, are we actually doing it? Are we actually doing it here? We might be actually doing it. Definitely wish I had taken the 4-drop now. That's okay. I might play in another Helm. I guess I am. And now, like, the Reckless Crew makes a lot more sense. Transformer.deck, yeah, I know, right? This is kind of like hold, pivot! We just pivot completely. I'm probably not playing another equipment. Like the Tormentor's Helm seems better than this. Maybe I'm undervaluing this. Let's actually try this out. Let's actually try the Raven Winds out. Wow, okay. So I guess I might actually play this Aura. I mean, we can go super hard on the we can go super hard on the equipment thing, I guess. Sure. Like, I'm probably not gonna play another Valor the Worthy or whatever. Okay, did we do it, chat? I'm not sure we did it. Not sure we did it, but maybe, just maybe, we might have done it. We might have done it. guess I'm cutting this guy. This is at least a berserker, so it feeds my Ravager. We got 14 creatures and the Reckless Crew and the Valkyrie Sword. We got a rune, we got a bunch of equipment. We got a Runed Crown. I really wish we had access to one more rune. Three mana discards a card, and you draw two and you create a treasure token. Seems like spinning your wheels a little bit. We did find Magda. And Magda can get sack 5 treasures to get a Valkyrie Sword. And then we can pay 5 and get a free angel. Okay, okay. Okay. We have basically no removal whatsoever. But we have this. So hopefully we can go the distance with Showdown of the Skulls. So I guess I have to cut this, right? This is the worst card in my deck. This is the worst card in my deck, kind of by a significant margin. So let's cut that. And we are again playing 16 lands. We are again playing 16 lands, and we can sort by color. So we're mostly red with a little bit of white. Nine, 7. I wonder if we need something like Run Amok, for example. Just because our deck is just so weak that we might need like a little bit of oomph to go with it. Anyway, we're probably gonna go with this. Let's see if this works out. In the meantime, I'm preparing to sell the cards I rare drafted. Okay, so this is just that, right? Like none of the other cards are worth anything. I can't imagine. I guess I'll take 11 cents. Light Step Pathway. 50 cents. Sure. Oh, I guess we can't sell Nico just yet. Damn, nobody's showing up. And everything else is just in comments. Pretty unlucky if you ask me. Pretty unlucky if you ask me. Okay, finally been paired. Let's see if we can do this. If we salvage a 2-1 with this deck, I'm gonna be ecstatic. My opponent is 1-1. That's very weird. Okay. Land, please. Land. Land. Sweet. Are we just playing Rune Crown? We can play the Courser. Yeah, I guess we'll play the Courser. So this allows me to double spell next turn because we can pay 2 mana for the Crown. And then we can Demon Bolt potentially. Bugs. What's a bug? Oh, because my opponent is 1-1 instead of being 2-1 to 0-0. To each creature, if a creature is okay, so I guess my opponent just went for 1 with Crush the Weak. Pretty good exchange if you ask me, considering every single creature in my deck loses to that, so awesome. It's a 1-4, so I'm not too afraid of that thing. We can kill it end step if we need to, hoping that we don't have to. I guess I could have equipped here. Well, that's messed up. This could work out poorly, but kind of feels like I really have to land. Perfect. Never didn't have it. Spray Crown, it uses my mana better. Draws me a card. Search library. Boom. This card has been very good for me. I've been liking this card a lot. They want to race. Okay. 2 to equip. So if I equip here, this becomes a 5/3. Let's go with this. If opponent trades here, we have to find land here. Brutal. Wow, that would have actually been the nuts. Okay, that's really sad. I really wanted to find a land there. Excuse me, what? What happened? Okay. I guess my opponent drew like 5 lands or something, right? Like that's the only reasonable explanation. Yeah, they had like 5 lands in hand that they just frustrated, and then... But like they had a dude that was going to start growing. That seems like a very, very aggressive scoop. I'll take it. Again, my deck sucks, so... Okay. Good mana. Nice curve. ¿Qué hace, papito? I am very confused. Keep 7 cards, concede. The secret to winning with a shitty deck is making sure that your opponent's deck is even shittier. Top tier advice that you can only find in the most top tier of channels. Okay. I'm the #1 Kaldheim Draft Master? Yeah. People are just like, oh, it's Francisco. Yeah, let's scoop it up. Let's save ourselves time. Guess I'm bottoming the 5-drop. Or the Raven Wings. The thing is that the Raven Wings is like something I can actually cast. Would definitely love to see a mountain here. And quickly. Best player. Best fucking player. Okay. Thank you, Pearl. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great rest of your day. Is my deck secretly busted? What's going on here? What the hell is going on right now? Is my deck actually busted and I didn't notice? Okay. Sure. Kind of awkward. Definitely a little bit awkward. I guess I'm playing a dwarf. The other option was to just like play a second helm and play in the top land, getting it out of the way. Doesn't seem too great though. That's fucking scary. So the good thing is that even if it's the fight thing, like we're still kind of fine. And obviously it would have been a great trade for my opponent, so I have to assume that this is the 1 mana like fight, +1/+1 counter and fight. Vault Robber. We're trading here. They can fight the Vault Robber here, but it just goes back to my hand. This also grows tokens. I just realized that. It's pretty sweet. Not hitting lands here is kind of a big deal. Again, I'm suspecting my opponent has the fight thing here, so they're probably going to fight this here. And if that's the case, guess we play this guy. This creates a treasure, but I need a card in my graveyard to activate it. I'm missing land drops, I'm behind on board. I don't think I can afford to trade there. Even if they do, it goes back to my hand. Well, that's a good one. So we just have to find any land. I guess that's not another one of these stupid ETB top lands, but... So if we find another land, we get to kill the Craven Hulk. And that should get rid of the biggest of our problems. Five cards in hand for my opponent. Wow. That's brutal. That's so brutal. I just can't find a land drop. Nothing we can do. Nothing we can do. We just need to continue taking 4. Oh, it's so bad. See what happens when you play them without 45 lands? Yeah, I know. I'm not learning my lesson, I guess. They trade? Okay. Oh, that's gross. Wow. That's gross. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm good. I'm good. I think we're good. ETB tapped is a cost. I'm okay with playing 1, but the second one seems to have diminishing returns. Okay, there we go. Keep bottom. Lands are good. Lands are good, chat. Drawing lands is good. Solid. Sure. So that's a 2-3. Not bad. Okay, okay. We're kind of doing the thing. I pass the turn here. Run amok. Interesting. So they have 2 mana here. Too much they can do. Beautiful. Beautiful. Also, like, we're swinging for 5. It's no joke. It is no joke. opponent does not have a creature in the yard, so we don't have to worry about the 1/3 that destroys something. Which is pretty good. Okay. Whenever another non-total creature you control dies, if it's enchanted or equipped, return it to its owner's hand. Like, this is just insane, right? We just serve again, draw another card. Kill that one. Let's boast first. A helm. We return it to hand. This is just insane. Play this. Play the helm. Equip the helm over here. Wow. Yeah. Get rid of the rune. You're good. We're fine. You got me. You got me. Oh, that's pretty good. But now we have a big flyer. Just a good old 6/5 Sarah Angel. Good old 6/5 Sarah Angel. Yep. Here we go. Pretty good. Okay. That's keyword big. +1/+1. But this is gonna buff Devouring Clex next turn. Adam009999, thank you for the follow. Hey, how's it going, Adam? So I guess we kill the warrior here. This doesn't give fly. This just gives +2/+1. Yeah, which is the problem. Yeah, otherwise it would be like a pretty straightforward line, I think, but... This also gives +1/+2, which is just brutal. So I guess I throw all my equipment on this guy, because it's the most... We can make it a 3, 4, 5, 6. We still have to trade 2 for 1 for this guy. Yeah, this card is... Like, the fact that it bumps 2 toughness is just... It's kind of insane, honestly. The good thing is if my opponent attacks, like, we just swing in the air. 7, 8. I mean, this just seems like a trade I have to make, unfortunately. We're not playing around anything, I don't think. We're not playing around anything. I imagine my opponent's gonna kill the two big guys. Yep. And they have something. Yeah, that's just insane. That's. Oh, I also forgot to make a. That was kind of a sick top deck, not gonna lie. The log with the 1-3 was kind of unnecessary. Well, I wanted... Again, I'm not playing around anything, and that makes it so I don't take any damage, and it's a free block if I'm not playing around anything. So after I establish that I'm not playing around anything, the block with the 1-3 makes sense. Maybe I should have played around something, and I should have taken the point of damage. I don't know. So we're gonna rune on the helm, I think, right? Because it's the easiest one to equip. Another helm. So I guess we raise. So my opponent needs to double block if they want to trade with Master Scold. And if they do, then we just win the race and my opponent can't attack anymore. Wow, we might actually beat this because of Valkyrie Sword. Are they gonna take it? They can't take it, right? They have to at least chomp with the 1-3. Okay, so we're kind of giving my opponent one turn to draw something very good. It has to be a removal for the angel. The bad thing is that it can be... it can be anything, I think. So like any removal just does it. Even the bolt. No blocks. What did you draw, opponent? Wait, what? Well, we are suiting up. But now my opponent can't attack. Unless they draw another creature. Can we set up lethal here? We attack. We can't set up lethal, right? We can throw away the Courser guy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they have to block here. And when they do, they take 2. And they take 4, so they go down to 1. And then we have them dead next turn. Okay, so I guess that this is the line. So they have a forced block on the Courser guy. And when they do block there, they go down to 1. And then we can attack and we have them dead with the Helm's triggers. Alright. My opponent has to have found a removal for the Angel right now. And I am of course not blocking this attack. So if they have a pump spell, we lose. If they have most things, we lose. Yes! Somehow we are 2-0 with this nonsense deck. Beating Vorinclex in the process, no big deal. 2-0 with a nonsense deck is the best field. Yeah, like this was such a train wreck draft. This was such a train wreck draft. Like we initially were on a red-black sacrifice, and then like no black cards ever showed up, and we just pivoted on pack like midway through pack 2 or something. Like we messed around with trying green. We messed around, like we got a couple of random white cards that we ended up playing it like this Master Scald or whatever, and we're somehow getting there. 2-1. Like I'm already super happy with, even if we lose the last round, I'm already super happy that I was able to get a 2-1 with this deck. How much is the foil Nico? It's like 7 tickets. Just a rare drafted like a champ. Rare draft champ. Alright, a moment of truth. Can my nonsense deck get there? This card has been very, very good. I have been very impressed by the helm. Uh-oh. I can draw a card or I can play the Firewalker. Let's play Firewalker. That art is kind of neat, I have to say. So my opponent has Run Amok here. Am I trading for Run Amok? I feel like I am. Or they don't have Run Amok. To be fair, I've been drawing super well today, right? Like I've had multiple times to like draw my only rune, and somehow I've been able to always dodge the rune. We always drew a card off of it. The only time we missed land drops was my only loss today, so. Is my deck secretly busted? Is that what's going on? Like, is my deck just secretly just busted? And I didn't even know? Attach that one. Attach that one. Attach that one. Got no board state? Oh, never mind. I have 10 power. Oh, this is going on YouTube. Don't worry about it. I just went full on dredge on my opponent. Literal no board state to speak of. And in a single turn, we just go ahead and we just have 10 power. How insane is that? When it enters the battlefield, dice, you may exile another creature from your graveyard. When you do, put its creature you control, then okay. Oh, that shares a creature type with the exiled card. Send. I could have quit, but I think I'm just going to foretell the the bolt. Opponent attacks. Bold move. bold move. Bold move. Okay, so that's a 2-1, which is pretty annoying, honestly. Just gonna haze the Haggy Mob. We trade, they get a 1-1. Seems fine. We can kill the 1-1 next turn. Oh, they have the 1 mana deal 3. Oh no, they just chomp block in. Yeah, we have not lost a match. Since I started the stream, this is my first draft and we have not lost a match just yet. And we wheel that Reckless crew. We wield that reckless crew like the champions that we are. Oh, they have 2 warriors. It's pretty good. Okay. Never realized you were such a good. I mean, I'm not that good. I'm okay. Is this a warrior? It is a warrior. So we put this. I guess that we didn't even need to do this. We're just gonna swing before blockers. We boast on the human warrior token, and then we boast there. I guess we kill the angel. That should be good. How does the format card feel? Very fun. Like so far, every single draft that I played has been great. The format feels pretty well balanced. Like I've seen snow decks. The first time around we drafted a snow deck, super grindy, long games. The second time around we drafted a black-red deck that was super aggressive. We finished every match in under 10 minutes, just with 2-0, 2-0, 2-0 every time. And now we have like this like weird deck that we got going on here. We're kind of aggressive, but at the same time, like we won the late game thanks to Valkyrie's ward in the previous match. So that was probably one of the best reckless crews ever cast, I have to imagine. I might draft Maestro. I have not lost a match so far, John, so clearly I am the best Kaldheim player in the world. Let me see real quick. Clearly, my constructed rating is terrible, and my limited rating is clearly busted, so obviously I am a master limited player. It blows my mind that we're 2-0 with this deck. Yeah, none of these cards are particularly exciting to me. I'm just going to submit the same. Unfortunately, HamTV in a 6 draft on the fidgets. I mean, why unfortunately? Good for them. Well, they combine that field they struck for it to good limited results. Exactly. Exactly. It's all about having good combat math with Fielded Dead. I guess I'm keeping this hand. It's probably not the best, but is Nico worth anything? It's 7 ticks, so I'm gonna be selling it but I can't sell it until the draft is over. Because technically I could want to put it in my deck, which is not gonna happen, but ha! Got him. I guess I'm trading 1 damage for 2, so I'm not gonna attack here. Would you rather lose to turn 1 Grissom or to turn 2 Hardcast Embercool? Asking for everyone in Modern. I don't know. Probably turn 2 Grissom. Why are you asking me these questions, John? You're putting me on the spot. I don't like to be on the spot. Sad. Yeah, I know. Feels bad. What do you got for me, opponent? 2-1. Can probably beat it 2-1. We drew our removal spell. We found it, chat. We have found our removal spell. Also, we found one of the best cards in the set, so that's also cool. I'm gonna try to play it, even if I top deck a land here, I'm not gonna play it, I don't think. Ooh. It's kind of hot. This combos very well with the Saga I have in my hand. Four mana, draw 4. Don't mind if I do. Well, this is just absurdly perfect, right? But I'm not going to cast my spell right here because I can cast both of these next turn and I get +1/+1 counter. This card is just ridiculous. How did they print this and they're like, yeah, this sounds alright, fine. This is fine, like whatever. This is absolutely, this is not okay. Alright, maybe my deck is just busted. I think I might have figured out that my deck was actually just busted, chat. They get to kill Magda here. Or maybe the Berserker. Like, there's no way they kill the Berserker. They have to kill Magda. He's the only card that has like potential for brokenness. Yeah. Unsurprising to see the Magda go there. My brother still, like, this fearless pup has been holding down the fort. Fearless pup has been holding down the fort so hard. It's amazing. You see the land? Wow, opponent absolute luck suck. Well, I'm not trading 2 for 1, thank you, so that's cool. Trigger. Land. Where am I putting counters? Jesus, with the Prime sub coming back for 9 months. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Are we actually putting counters on the pup? I mean, I guess we're putting 1 counter here. Helm. Putting 1 counter here. And I guess we're gonna play another Helm. We're still getting our triggers from the Saga next turn. Oh my god, we can get the Saga back. Chat, we can get the Saga back next turn. Oh Jesus, we are dominating this draft format. Absolutely dominating. It's not fair. It's just not fair. Like, what is my opponent supposed to do? Like, what are they supposed to do? How do they win? I'm drawing 4 more cards next turn, putting more counters on my dudes. Yikes. Yeah, they're ramping. And they're swinging for like 4, right? So I'm down to 12. So this is probably like the last 4 that I can take from this thingy. All my scars have stories to tell. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a good story. We exile the Magda, get back the enchantment. Wow. And we're missing like every single land drop that there is to miss. We're missing all of them. All of the land drops that there are to miss, we're missing them all. And we're still fine. I mean, I guess we're 12-12. Like, this cursor has been beating down. Okay, my opponent got tired. They're like, yeah, okay. So like you got your free damage already. Let's go, let's go. So now that the cursor has died, makes things a little bit more awkward. Not bad, but just a little bit more awkward. And I'm blocking the 4-4 under 4-4 here. I want trades to happen when I'm gonna be drawing 4 cards, right? If my opponent has a combat trick, go nuts. Opponent is also missing land drops, that's true. Sure. I guess if I draw a land, I'm not gonna play the Saga, and I'd rather play like another 3-drop and hold up Demon Bolt. Okay, that's potentially a problem. Berserker. Okay, we have to kill that, I guess. Okay, we did find land, so... Guess let's play Raving Wings. Doesn't impact the board, but as is, my opponent doesn't have good attacks. and we can hopefully continue to slow down the game. Fearless Pop doing a lot of work. Yeah, they killed my Pegasus with the squash here. So if they suit up the thing again, I'm just gonna block with the 4/5. What is this? Okay. But now they don't have combat tricks. Okay. So we can do just Mauve plus Equip. The thing is that the quicker that we get the Saga going, it's the better, so... We still have a 3-drop that we can play, so even if we whiff on the Saga, we can at least deploy something. Oof. That's bad. On the other hand, these are 4 lands that I was about to draw, right? So it's not the worst. Looking at the bright side, yeah, of course. My opponent has to eventually run out of stuff. We missed a lot of very important land drops though. We missed a lot of very important land drops. Makes things pretty tough. I mean, we know that they have 2 spells at least in hand, right? Because they have not been playing lands, so we know that they have at least 2 spells. Hopefully they don't have another Flame Tongue Kabu. Fearless Liberator, yeah, this one wasn't gonna cut it there, huh? Okay. Still no good attacks for opponent. And they're now down to 1 card. No good attacks for opponent, and they're down to 1 card. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. So I guess if I give up the Asgard Armory value, we can double spell. Because we can find the Ruined Crown, which would kind of be pretty good here. And we can still like use 5 mana, play the Mauve, equip. We can start hitting in the air, but I don't see the point of doing that. Like we are next turn, I as long as I don't leave my opponent an angle, right? Like I just have to make sure that my opponent doesn't find an angle. Like if the game goes long enough, I am going to win. If the game goes long enough, I'm going to win. So the idea is I want to make sure that I don't randomly die and I make a greedy attack for no reason, and then my opponent just punishes me on the crackback. As long as that doesn't happen, I think that we have this locked up. So I'm just trying to cover all of the bases. Sure. Yep. That was pretty good. Okay, so now we can start attacking. Now the question is, what do we serve with? I guess we serve with if we serve with the mob, we can kill the 1/1. And we can make it fly. Set up a 2-turn lethal. Your go. I love that we just got to live the dream. And we got this like 13th pick in pack 1 or something like that. It was something kind of ridiculous. We were still black-red when I picked this. We're also almost 10 minutes ahead on clock of my opponent. Even if they have a Wrath, let's say that the last card in hand, one of the last 2 cards is the Wrath, we still get all of our dudes back. Or unless we get this dude, we get this dude, and we get this dude back, so... Opponent cruise. It's time for the action. Time for the action. Right click, attack all. Love to see it. Should have let this resolve first, opponent. Block here, block here, block here, block here, block here, and I guess we block here even. We take no damage. Three, oh baby. Third trophy. Look at the limited rating, just going up and up and up. We even opened some money. I was definitely not expecting to trophy with this deck, but somehow everything just worked out, and it was an absolute delight. It was an absolute delight. Hope you enjoyed it, because that's gonna be the last one for the day. But this was a lot of fun. Like I'm really enjoying this limited format. I think like I think it's pretty cool. The games so far have been pretty even. Like I haven't felt like there was anything that was completely absurd and just busted and just, you know, makes everything about that. There are some bombs like in a limited format, but like even earlier today I beat Showdown of the Skulls in an arena draft. So like you still need your cards to kind of get together, you know. But I love that we just managed to make a freaking Reckless Screw deck work. Like I love the fact that Reckless Screw is actually good in this deck. Like we have one removal spell, which was our pack one, pick one, and everything else is just is just nonsense. But I love that you get to do stuff like this. Definitely the snow deck was my favorite for sure. Super close that first trophy. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it, because I sure did. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. If you want to see more limited content, of course, let me know in the comments, and we'll make it happen. And yeah, have an amazing rest of the day. Take care.